All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, this is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makrakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson we're going to go into how the righteous out there, those of you that believe in the Lord, alright, starting from the 144,000 to the elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Alright, because remember, it's all one body, so it's very important. It's like your body. Alright, imagine if you were don't worry about rank and I don't know as much as the elders, and I can't break it, I'm not that strong in the spirit like him or like her. Don't worry about that. Just focus on believing in the Lord, because it's like your body. Imagine if you didn't have one leg, imagine if you didn't have like one like if one of your hands was gone. See, so every member of the body is important. The head, the feet, the legs, the arms, your insides, everything. Your organs, everything in the body is important. So every member in this of the body is important. All right, the believers. All right, our women. Okay, remember that. The daughters of Zion out there. All right, those who are really repenting. Like being. Coming to the truth, remember that, be good to our women, the daughters of Zion. Remember that, take care of them, and the children too, the children of Israel, teach them, show them the way, your children, you have to show them, show them the way, so. In this lesson, we're going to go into how the Lord is going to perform miracles. And because, we're coming to a time to where, everybody out there, and everybody, including myself, everybody out there is going to need, faith. That you really have to believe, for reals, you really have to believe that the Lord's going to perform miracles for you. Because, there's... we have a lot of things happening right now in the spirit, where one of the teachers from one of the teachers of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he just recently passed. All right, so but he now he got that crown because he went out doing the work of the Lord. But that's just to show you that there are going to be people who are gonna the Lord's calling His elect. So remember, everybody has different lots. Some people, they just might kind of maybe, go out in their sleep. Some people are gonna get persecuted, go to jails. Some people are gonna be betrayed, by the majority out here. You gotta remember that everybody has a certain test. Everybody. So you gotta remember that it's not gonna be all just comfortable and just like it is now. Like if you are, it's not gonna be just like, all right, let's just get up, like, all right, let's go to the store, let's go to the mall, let's go get something to eat, go get some coffee. Remember, everything's about to change. Like everything as you know it, that's part of your, your rat race, your daily routine. It's about to be changed because these elites are gonna come down hard. It's something that you gotta understand. Yeah, I mean, we always talk trash, but we're on the right hand side. We're on the front lines for the Lord and for the righteous. So yeah, of course we're talking trash, but we gotta give them a hard time. But you have to understand out there that they really are gonna come down hard on the world, So you just gotta be ready for that. But know that the Lord is gonna be with you in those times if you're part of the hopeful elect. So don't matter. Cause remember, the enemy is gonna come at you, but just remember, the Lord is gonna get you through that, no matter what it is. All right. So this is just Lord willing to build you up in the spirit. Lord willing, just to motivate you. Let you know that just because you get hit doesn't mean that the fight's over, baby. Okay. Just because you're going through some trials or heavy tests, that don't mean nothing. The Lord just kind of seeing like, okay, well, let's see what this person does. Are you just gonna sit there, with your head down? What's gonna happen here? All right, because man, yeah, there's a lot of, especially right now, and the time of the Passat, the Passover, because it's still all the way to Thursday sundown. Okay, this Thursday, I believe. What's today? Wednesday. So tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow, sundown. That's when the Passat is over. But so it's a very heavy time. So that's why even right now, and then even like a little bit after the Passat, the Lord, He literally, He'll take people, okay, He'll take souls, even if they're righteous, okay, He'll take them back because some brothers and sisters are, they have like sicknesses, illnesses, they have infirmities, yeah, but that's just part of like their walk, Remember, it doesn't mean that they're not part of the hopeful elect. That just means, that's just part of their judgment. It's just kind of like part of their walk, remember our Lord had to suffer. Remember that, Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai power. Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. See that? Because the Lord's servants are going to eat. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right. So this is why the Lord's saying, telling us through His prophet Isaiah, don't be ashamed. Remember, it's not like, middle school, high school, like, you're not the popular ones, who cares what people say? The Lord and the angels are coming. Remember that, especially if someone's going against the Lord, and remember, if there's a community that's like with the Lord, that's different. But, because when we say forget the community, that just means that those who are coming up against the believers, but if there's a community that believe in the Lord, then that's cool, right? That's awesome, right? But that's kind of rare, but, so you gotta remember, like when we say things, it's always like, about people who don't believe in the Lord. All right, and that's a big number. That's a bigger number than those who do believe in the Lord. All right, so if there's like communities, groups, even teams out there that believe in the Lord, even families, then of course, then you're with us. Walking to the fight. You're in the trenches just like us because we don't know. We're hoping. See, so that's why, like, don't really worry about it, because the Lord is, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is nothing to be played with, and He's really, the angels are really out here is what you have to understand, and they're really, bringing those judgments to the world. So whether you're good with the eyes of the Lord or you're not, so this is something you just got to consider. you gotta really prepare your minds, because you know, remember, you're about to see actual, souls get took, bodies drop out here, but you're gonna have righteous people too, part of the hopeful elect. They're gonna, the Lord's gonna call them. He's just taking them, so they're resting. It doesn't mean that they got in trouble. It just means that they served their mission's over. Their mission's over, and the Lord is just dealing with, they're resting. So you got to understand that too. So because remember, like Ezra said, we're coming a time of death, mourning, wars. So it's a heavy time. And it's a time like never before. So you have to prepare your minds for that, because you're about to see judgments, things that you don't normally see. So you have to be strong, mentally. So you have to really be prepared. So this is why you have to build your faith up now. All right. So let's jump to. So with that being said, the Lord's gonna feed His elect. Remember that. Remember how we survived 40 years after Yahweh Bashim Yahushai saved us from the clutches of the Pharaoh. Remember that? All right, when we're in brutal subjugation. Well, now we're still slaves, but underneath the elites. This is why everything, you got to pay taxes on everything, income tax. That's illegal, because a lot of people just make wages. Income's like when you have a company, so that's you're getting tax on top of tax, like on top of tax. And then when you go do your taxes, you have to pay for that too. Like, dang, so it's just we're subject to payments out here. It's non-stop. Some people do better than others, but remember, because it's not like slavery, like in physical chains. It's through paperwork, adhesive contracts. It's different, But when you really look at it and see how it is, it's because people they have the illusion, they think that they think that they're free when they're not, because you're not supposed to pay for water, this is crazy, what the heck is a grocery store, so now this is because that's how Esau has it, so these elites have manipulated the world by giving people, a little bit of luxuries. All right, here, you can go to Knott's Berry Farm. All right, you can go to the beach one day, but here's all these restaurants and stuff. So a lot of people don't even know that they're in captivity, because why? They give them little luxuries, like, all right, here, go take a vacation once or twice a year, but that's it, come back to work, that's it, and then people are fighting with each other like, oh yeah, I'm the best worker. You're a slave. Remember, you're a slave for the elites. Remember that, at the end of the day, because everybody who has a birth certificate, you're a slave for the international bankers. Just so you know. So that's these they did studies, the Edomites and the Roman Empire, because what they did is that instead of like just being the slaves nonstop and just making it hard for them, they said, what, let's give them a little luxuries, bread and circuses. Remember, like the gladiators, they said, okay, well, let's let them watch a little bit of sports, give them a little bit of luxury. So now what they did is that they made their slaves comfortable. That's why a lot of people don't have a problem with the Edomites, with Esau, because they're like, hey man, because Esau has made them comfortable, but at the same time he's destroying them by throwing chemtrails, having them eat GMO foods. You know what I'm saying? It's just real bad out here. Income tax, and the list goes on and on. Meanwhile they're doing baby sacrifice behind the scenes, and there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot that they're doing. We're not going to go too much into it, but there's a lot. So all they got to do is just give you that nice check. Give you a little bit of AC, some internet, and everybody's cool. An iPhone, make some of these nice, make some of these cars. They're nice to people of this world. We don't care about them. We just need something from A to B, but that don't really matter. So now the people, they're comfortable, So now nobody questions the elites because they're like, oh, whatever, like we're cool, as long as me and my family are good, we got our snacks, we got our TV, we got the Wi-Fi. Looking forward to retirement. So these people are like, oh, it's all right, it's not so bad, They drink their cup of Joe in the morning, like, yeah, life is good, When they're a slave, so they don't really care people because they rock the people to sleep by pacifying them, by doing that, by giving them a little bit of luxury, like, okay, well, let's just give them a little bit, And now the slaves even work even harder for them, because why? They get to go to, go see the Lakers here and there, go watch the New York Knicks, all that, see? Because you got a little bit of, bread and circuses, you can go to the movies and, but it's the same thing over and over again, see? Huh? Isaiah chapter 41 verse 8, and we'll go on down to the 14th verse. But thou, Israel, art my servant. See, Jacob, who I have chosen. So out of all 18 nations, the Lord chose the Israelites, which are the Hebrew Israelites. It's not a religion. That's our nationality, our heritage. All right, the seed of Abraham, my friend. See, because that's how you know. Because these small hats, they're bugged out. All right, they're saying, not really to put them down, because this is for edification. All right, but they are, they're not speaking facts. So even them, because they think that the small hats who run Hollywood and live in Israel right now, who occupy that land right now, they say, that it's whoever your mother is, that's who you are. No, it's not true. All right, that's what they believe, and their religion or them, whatever. But remember, they didn't create themselves, because it's all about the seed. Okay, so whoever your father is, that's where you're. That's how you know. Okay, more or less who you are. All right, your father, your grandfather. Okay, where are they from? And you can kind of sum it up. And that's how you kind of do this is how you kind of break it down. Like, okay, well, how do I know? People say, okay, you're an Israelite, right? Then you might say, well, how do I know what tribe I'm from? Well, it's your father, wherever your father's from, And then if you don't really know your father, try to ask your parents. You're like, well, who was my dad's dad? But just keep on trying to follow the father because it's the seed. And it's not to put down the woman at all. A woman plays a very important and beautiful role. But it's just to let you know, because the father is what gives you the seed. So without the father, that person's line or family, their name will be just cut off. See, because a woman has to have a man's name. They can't just keep on going just by themselves. Because without men out here, that's it. They would be no more. Let's say if all men were gone, whatever women's left on the earth, that would be it until they pass, because they can't procreate. See? So a woman is nothing without a man's name. Remember, not putting the woman down, just saying that a woman can't just keep on bringing back generation and generation, without a man. See, so the woman needs the man, all right, and the man needs the Lord. It's just the way the order is established. Okay, so all right. So what we have is why is that? Quick example, straight to the point. Because a woman is nothing without a woman can be nothing without a man. Either she's gonna take the last name of her father or the last name of her husband. Okay, now you have it's a little bugged out over here where some of the women say, well, my husband's gonna take my last name. Okay, yeah, but without your husband, whether you wanna punk him and you think you're a bad bitch. Okay, without your husband, without somebody putting that seed in you, okay, you can't have that baby. If all men were taken out right now, that's it. Humans would die off. There would be no more people here. Okay, because whatever is here right now, let's say if all men were gone right now, all right, whatever woman is left in the world right now, that would be it. They would just live one generation because there's no more men to procreate, and that's it. and it would be done that fast. So that's just to let you know that those small hats are incorrect. Like, that's just what they believe in, you know. But remember, they didn't create themselves. Remember, the creator's coming back. So this is why he put his spirit on the prophets to give you guys the truth, how this place really works, because you've been lied to by these Jesuits and Freemasons, you know, who push witchcraft and sorcery and all that. But remember, it's up to you to decide. You know, we're not over here like, oh, hey, believe us, believe them, hey, whatever. Okay, remember, we're just here to give you what it is. All right, you see the ships, don't you? You know, don't you see the recordings of the so-called UFOs? All right, can your boss and your leaders break it down? No, they can't, right? But yet you believe them, you know, and yet they say that they're right when they don't even have the answers. See how foolish that sounds? See, they don't even know. They can't even comprehend it. But yet they know everything, you know? Just trust them and their plan is gonna work. How? You know, but remember, that's your guys' choice. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 9. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant. I have chosen thee, see, the Lord, and not cast thee away. Because the Lord is saying, he hasn't forsaken his elect. The 2/3, yeah, the Lord's upset with you guys. You guys are not going to make it. All right, and this is why I hope myself that I'm part of at least the 1/3, you know. But we don't know. We just keep on enduring, you know. Keep on enduring. Just keep hoping, you know. Just try to be, you know, a good brother, or if you're, you know, daughter of Zion, try to be a good sister, you know, and just be sincere, you know. You don't gotta be all over righteous, and you know, don't be an actor, you know. Don't be silly, you know. Just be real, you know. Just be sincere. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know, just keep it real. That's it. You don't gotta be phony and act like, yo, look at me. You know, I'm righteous now. You know, just hey man, just chill out, baby. You know, just relax. You know, just be real. Just keep it sincere. You know, like they say, hey, that person's down to earth. You know, because it's just real. You know, it's real. You know, you don't gotta be all over and, you know, hey man, none of us are perfect, because we're all in the shit together. Remember, at the end of the day, we're all in the shit together. Excuse my Italian. We're all in the same pit. Some people make a little bit more than others, but at the end of the day, you know, we're all slaves underneath the elites. Remember that. That's why everybody has those adhesive contracts. We're in this debt-based system, and that's why starting with your birth certificate and your social security. All right, your name is going to be in all, and your driver's license or identification card if you don't have a driver's license. Your name is going to be in all capitals, even mine. Okay, starting with your first, if you have a middle, and your last name. Okay, that's not proper English. That's not proper grammar. All right, because your name, your first name, would the first letter would begin with a capital, and the rest would be lowercase. But why isn't it all capitals? Like, you know, a lot of people you guys don't even ask yourselves that. But that's all right, you know, because a lot of people are distracted from, you know, things that are going on out here, you know, people dating, you know, people's girlfriends, boyfriends, the movies. Hey, I'm trying to get that new Toyota. You know, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. You know, I'm trying to get my career. You know, I'm trying to get my college degree. See, so people are just working towards like this stuff, but they're not even paying attention to what's really going on and how it is. See, because that is the elites. They're using that sorcery, that witchcraft. Because there's nothing wrong with, you know, working hard and going to college, but it's just that if that's all you put your focus on, you know, you're not even going to pay attention to what's really going on. Because that is the elites giving the world a little bit of luxury. Because they did that in the Romans, and it worked out even more better. Because by them not just, you know, constantly like, you know, beating their slaves and treating them like total crap, because they already are unfair to you know, everybody. But it's just that by them, you know, giving you a little bit of luxury, people are like, okay, they're more cool, you know, and people will even work harder because they're like, okay, well, just give them a little bit of luxury, this and that, and they'll work harder for us, you know. So that's why no one will question nothing. And then if someone tries to buck up against them, they're like, oh no, leave them alone, they're not that bad, come on, you know. See, when they're literally, they got you surrounded, you know, they're preparing to put you in guillotines, all that, you know. But still 2/3 of our people are like, oh, come on, you know, don't be like that. We're just telling you what it is, you know? We're not doing nothing. We're not out there like pushing the Edomites and, you know, spitting on them and being stupid. You know, we're out here, we're nice to everybody. We're just telling you what this man's plans are, you know? That's it. You know, our people, we literally can't even say that we're Israelites without the so-called white man looking at us, you know, with his eyebrow lifting up, you know? And you're telling me that's not hate, you know? But we're over here telling you what, yeah, he's planning to kill you, you know? And you're saying, oh, he ain't that bad. He ain't that bad. He's literally planning to kill you and your family, you know? And you're like, oh, no, come on, don't be like that. He's all right. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Well, we're gonna see when he puts your black ass in that guillotine. Remember that, you know. We're just saying it, you know. We're just telling you what his plans are, you know. But even us, we don't go out here treating Edomites like, yeah, you know, and you know, push them and, you know, treat them like shit. Nah, you know. We're just telling you what his agenda is. But that's it. But that's up to you to decide. Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Yahushai. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them, and shalt not find them. Even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee, they shall be as nothing, a thing of naught, because the Lord fights our battles. So remember, these elites, they're planning all this. They're not going to be able to do anything against the Lord's elect. All right? Except those few martyrs, okay? That the Lord is, you know, that's just part of their walk. You know, but that's only a few compared to the masses. And remember, because these Edomites, they're getting ready to roll. Remember that, you know? But that's all right, because the Lord's ready to perform the miracles. Remember, the angels are out here, like for real. You know, so remember, it's twofold. It's not just the left side. The right-hand side's out here. All right, remember that, you know? Because the wicked, they have, the Edomites and the heathens, they've been ruling and doing what they want for a long time. You know, but now they got the right-hand side that's rising up. See, because they're not used to that. This is why Esau's pissed. Because he's used to, you know, just saying something and everybody bowing down, you know, and don't even question him. But now we're looking at him like, forget you, you know, you fucking waffle. You know, we're over here laughing like, nah, we ain't listening to you, boy. You know, kidding me or what? So this is something that, you know, this is something that the so-called white man is real pissed off about, because they're control freaks. Anybody that works for Edomite, you'll know that they're control freaks. They have to have it their way. They don't give a shit, you know. They have to have it, even if it's wrong. They're like, no, we gotta do it my way, because they're like spoiled brats, you know. But this is why he's gonna perish and he's going into slavery, you know. But those of you that work for him, you know, like, yo, these dudes are snotty. Like, damn, you know, like, damn, these they're freaking control freaks, huh? You know, like, dang, shit. You know, because they had to have it their way, you know, like that. Every time they had to have it their way. Even if they're wrong, they're like, well, just do it, you know, like, damn. That's stupid right there. Because, like, what if, like, you made a decision and then, like, let's say if somebody told you, all right, hey, go take one of these freeways, go over there and drop that off to, you know, my friend over there. And the person calls you and says, hey, man, this freeway is packed. You know, there's a big rig that just flipped over. It's about to be, you know, it's bumper to bumper. And they say, just go over there. It's the fastest route. And it's like, no, hey, man, let me just get off the freeway. You know, and then that Edom might say, no, just do what I say. Yo, it's not going to work because there's an accident. You know, you're about to be there for, what, 3-4 hours maybe, depending on when Hazmat cleans it up. You know? You see? So, but that's what they this is why they're going to be destroyed, because they're so full of pride. That's that pride, like, oh, yeah, we can do whatever we want, you know? And, you know, just do it my way. You know, that's why, like a king, he would listen to the people. If someone had a suggestion, because, like, what if somebody had an idea or an opinion and it helped out the people, it helped out the kingdom, you know, it helped out, you know, everything, see? Then it's like, yeah, but if you're just like, no, just do everything my way, it's like, but what if that way doesn't work? And someone else had a better way that was more, you know, convenient, more better for, you know, people, to live and stuff like that. And like, oh shit, hey, all right, cool. You know, like, hey, you know what? Take care of that man. Hey, take care of that woman. You know, all right, yeah, let's run with that. Let's go. You know, see, that sounds great. Let's do it. See that? But these Edomites like, no, we're doing it my way, and that's it. This is why the world's coming up against them. Cause like, no, hey, fuck that. You know, excuse my Italian people. Like, hey, this dude's not right. You know, like he just wants to do it his way or else. And if not, he's just, you know, like, what's up with this clown? You know, Elon Musk over here, like, yeah, you know, we're gonna, the people are gonna believe in a digital god. Shit, no, we're not. How with your crusty ass? Elon Musk, you're a straight bug out. Facts, you know? And that's straight up, you know, you're a fucking weirdo. You know? Straight up. Huh? You know, so imagine that. You know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna, everyone has to believe in a digital god. What kind of shit is that? You know, just to show you that these devils just make up stuff as they go. You know? I mean, what the hell? But that's how bugged out these Edom, they're bug outs. Like, for real. Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 12. Thou shalt seek them and shalt not find them, even them that contend with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. Verse 13. For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. There it is. So fear not, the Lord is going to step in. Remember that. Fear not thy worm, Jacob, because we're defenseless, you know. We don't have much because starting with the Edomites and the heathens, they run everything, you know. They run everything. Everything's all these stores, you know. Everything is you know, these big corporations. Everything. Who runs them? You know, you may have like Jake, that's like a manager, you know, superintendent, you know, project manager, whatever. But yeah, who's the owners of all these companies? You know, is the Edomites. I mean, you may have Israelites out there that have like their own business, you know, their own insurance place, but that's small, you know. I mean, who's actually running these things? You know, the Edomites. See, and the heathens. See, but the Edomites are on top, but the heathens are right underneath, you know. But they're, you know, the ones running everything, like the ports. That's all like that's right here in California. All right, right there, like what is that? Like Long Beach, all the ports and all that. Okay, that's all from like foreign companies. You know, everything that comes in here is like mainly from China. You know, Taiwan, Korea. You know, there's only a little bit of stuff that's made here in America. Yeah, so everything here is imported. So that's just another tall tale sign that once this society shuts down, once these societies go under martial law, you know, once they shut down all this, the trucks, the ports, people are going to run out of food supplies fast. Because in these major cities, just look around. How many grocery stores do you got? Maybe like what, 3 or 4? You know, that's not that much food in there. You know, and you know how they say studies say that they have enough food in there for about 3 days. Yeah, that's like if people are chilling. You know, like at a regular routine. But when there's all out chaos and it's just shut down in panic, these grocery stores worldwide are gonna be ransacked, especially here in America. You know, because Americans are used to eating 3 times a day with snacks in between, plus coffee, a latte here and there. You know, energy drinks in there, cigarettes, gum, you know, walnuts, you name it. You know, candy. See? So look how much the daily person consumes. It's a lot. You know, you may say no, but it's a lot. The average American out here consumes so much. And it's not really like, you know, putting you down. It's just, you know, just making a point. All right. So what do I mean by that? Well, there's so many people that are consuming so much that a lot of people are not used to being patient, like going without. So people are gonna bug out. You know, they're gonna get snotty. They're gonna have a tantrum. You know, because they're like, damn, I want it now. Look at when people have to stand in line to get food. They're like, oh, there's a line. Hell no. Let's not go, you know, because what? There's 5 people in the drive-thru. Like, damn, there's only 5 cars. That's it. People can't even wait. Cause like, oh, hey, there's a line. Let's go somewhere else. Like, fuck that shit. Huh? Fuck, there's a line. Fuck that shit. Huh? You know? Like shit got me fucked up, Fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. See, this is how people talk out here. Hey, hey, you mortals are misbehaving. Straight up, you mortals are misbehaving. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what's happening out here. Huh? What do you have to say for yourselves? No, let's hear it. Don't look at the person next to you. Don't look around the room. Let's hear it. You guys are misbehaving like big time. Huh? Yeah. Huh? So, this is what it is because your average American out here, just general speaking, okay? Because there are good people out there. There are good people that believe in the Lord that happen to be American citizens. You know what I'm saying? But this is just general speaking, Just throwing out general numbers, general percent of like what is going on out here. All right. So a lot of people, like let's say, because a lot of people go to fast food restaurants, whatever, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A. If there's like a line sometimes, like more than like 7 cars, people are like, oh no, there's a line. Let's go down the street, Because a lot of people can't wait, And two, like a lot of times too, if somebody will like mess up their order, like, hey man, they put pickles. I told them no pickles, man. Like shit, they won't even eat it. Like damn, man, just take the pickles off. Shit, Like with us, it's one thing because we don't eat pork. So yeah, it's different. Okay, because like those juices can flow into the meat, so it's a little different. Like let's say they put bacon on a burger, we won't really eat it, because that juices can go through the burger, like a chicken sandwich. That's different. But like let's say if somebody like they just don't like pickles, for instance, you could just take that off, and just kind of wipe it down a little bit, or whatever. But see, so people get mad even if like like hey, I said cheese, I want cheese on it, like oh this one had no cheese, and they get all mad. See that? Because everybody's used to having it their way with everything, ranch, everything, they have. This is just an example. Like let's say somebody orders a cheeseburger, they're gonna have it. They're gonna throw all the add-ons, bacon, avocado, the ranch on the side. You got your sauces, you got everything, It's not like just like, back in the day where people had to cook their food, they had to actually kill the animal. It took time. That's why a lot of people, back in the day, they only usually ate around once a day, And then in the morning, they would just kind of eat like their fruits, their water, their walnuts, whatever, But whatever they had, maybe a little piece of bread or whatever, and just keep it moving until, somebody, got that animal. Because it took time. You had to kill it, you had to clean it and all that, and then cook it. It took a long time. You can't just, all right, let's go drive through real quick, Let's go get some curly fries. Let's go get a shake real fast. It took time. So the point is that a lot of people now are not used to waiting. Okay, they're not used to being patient. Because there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way it is now. We're in 2025. It's a different time. Yes, I get it. But what that does is that makes the general population impatient. So a lot of people are snotty. They have attitudes because they have to have it their way, or else it's like, damn, like shit. Because people are like, oh, I want it. Like, well, damn. Like, damn, this shit has cheese. Take it back. It's like, damn. So imagine when they shut down the society and there's nothing out here. Because people literally eat like 3 full meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between. They're chewing gum, candy, walnuts, having energy drinks, coffees in between, teas. Come on, if you look at it, the average person consumes a lot. There's some people out there that don't eat that much, but that's rare. The average person, they eat a lot. And that's pushed on the Americans through your school system. Breakfast, lunch, breakfast and lunch, and then when you go home, you eat dinner. So that's 3 meals a day. So, but that's ultimately the Lord setting this place up, because this is why the most of people are obese. Okay, and that's not really making fun of you out there who are a little bit overweight. All right, because hey, we're in slavery. It is what it is. But this is just generally speaking, okay? Because if you're a little bit overweight out there, hey, don't feel bad about yourself. All right. There was a time when I was, a little overweight myself. Okay, it's just the way it is. Okay, 'cause we're in slavery, but this is why we're learning, because we're coming back to on how to live, on how to how to eat right, and it takes time. It takes time, it's not easy because you have to like pretty much unlearn everything that you learned. Like, oh, remember Yoda in Star Wars, because you have to unlearn everything that you learn, because that's why a lot of people are obese, and it's because like how they what the society pushes, just consume, just go, just nonstop, snacks. All right, drive through. All right, time for lunch. All right, get some more snacks here. Here's some popcorn. Here's some walnuts. Here's some sunflowers. Because people are just chasing that money, so they have to keep eating. Because a lot of people sometimes have to work overtime, like shit. So you got to eat more. Like you have to eat, 2 meals. You got to do this. You got to get another coffee. You got to eat sunflower seeds in between. Whatever you guys do out there, chew gum. But what that does is that you're constantly consuming something. See that? So imagine when this society shuts down, donuts. How many people have donuts, breakfast burritos in the mornings? Okay, all right. So imagine to nothing, from everything to nothing. All right, and remember, it's not just like it's not like putting people down out here. It's just telling you how how it is out here, because people are used to that, because it's part of their routine. Because that's what these elites and leaders push on the system. 3 days a meal. Three meals a day. You know what I'm saying? So that's just generally speaking. So so that's the point, that people are not used to going without. People are not used to being patient, not having it their way, because everybody, you have it, they have it their way. It's not like just, like, okay, look, this is what we made, this is what we're gonna eat. No, people are like, well, shit, fuck that. I don't want to eat there. I'm gonna go to Jersey Mike's. Like, oh no, like, let's say like someone's, because now there's so much luxury. Let's say like someone says, oh well, hey, I cooked dinner. So I'm not gonna eat that. I'm gonna go eat In-N-Out. I don't like that. I'm gonna go eat Burger King. I'm gonna go eat pizza. See, because people do what they want out here, basically. Because everyone's about, well, I do my own shit. I'm my own boss. Okay, that's fine, but see, and that's not bad. Whatever, you got your, you're a boss. Okay, you're a boss. But remember, what that does is that everybody is used to having it their way, because people are like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it my way. See, so you got a lot of people out here that are doing it their way. So imagine when it comes time to share, So a lot of people, they're not going to be cool, because a lot of people are about to be uncomfortable out here. There's a big humbling coming to the world, because the Lord's about to shut this place down, and He's about to cut off these things that make you comfortable. Yeah. So a lot of people are gonna freak out, because they're not used to not having it their way. They're not used to having to share. Having to wait to get food. When they're at work, when they miss lunch, let's say like they had to work overtime, or they got to do a big project, so that they miss lunch, because they just had to work through it. Like, fuck it, let's just work through it. All right, but that person, they're not used to that. And not saying that person's weak. It's just that because you're used to something. It's just the way it is. Okay, so you're used to a certain routine. So when you don't have that lunch, and that's some people. Okay. They get like hangry. They get angry. Like, damn, I'm hungry, man. So they get like irritated. Like, shit, I'm hungry. Remember like that Snickers commercial? Because that's real. So that's real. So that's how the people out here have been conditioned. And I'm out here too. So that hey, sometimes I eat 3 meals a day too. But I was just saying, I reduced that down to about twice now. Sometimes one, but usually I still eat like 2 meals a day. But just this is just general speaking, all right? Like on how things are. So when the society shuts down, remember, people are gonna commit cannibalism and freak out even more. Like that Snickers commercial. Remember how that person was all angry? It's like, damn. And then they gave him that Snickers or whatever, and they're like, oh, all right, a little bit better. So that's how it's gonna be. Imagine when people don't have nothing. This is why it's the Lord tells us through His prophet Ezra that when society shuts down, that people are gonna be just losing it out here. They're gonna be freaking out here, because without their snacks, their their food and all that, people are going to lose it. Because imagine, like look at how comfortable it is now. From people in their house, they have their heater, they have their TV show. They got their snacks in the kitchen. They got it their way. They got their car in the garage. They got the 2025 Honda Accord in the garage. They wake up in the morning. Oh, it's a little cold. Okay, put on the heater. Okay, they go to Starbucks, Coffee Bean, whatever. 7-Eleven, go get your coffee and donuts. Go get the breakfast burritos. Okay, then you go to work. You got your heater in there, your AC, you got your microwave. See, the only hardship is maybe like sitting in traffic. But even sitting in traffic, you got your radio. See, you got your AC. You probably got your snacks right there. You probably got your soda, your Gatorade, your coffee, your energy drink. Maybe some candy, some chips. Depending on how you guys eat. Some people got cigarettes. See, but you're consuming something. You're not just listening to because how many people are just out here just silent, not even listening to a radio or anything? It's rare. So people are used to just consuming. Like, oh damn, we're in traffic. All right, well let me get some chips. Let me eat some sunflower seeds. Let me do something. Imagine when there's nothing. See, imagine like there's no radios. This place is hit with an EMP. Okay, no radios, no music. Imagine no music, no radios. You can't play your jams to get you in the mood and all that, get you going. Remember, all that's coming. So you gotta remember, people are used to having a lot just to get their day going. They play their jams, play their music. They listen to the news. They listen to what's that dude? Big Boy in the morning. Whatever it may be. The Woody Show. Some people listen to the Woody Show. Like, all right, So because people are so used to that. Remember, that's not putting you down or making fun of you. Just saying like this is just how it is out here. So imagine when that's cut off. People don't have their coffee. Some people don't have their radio shows, their music to listen to. So people are gonna be completely thrown off. So that's gonna make, and then to that, they're not gonna have answers. That there's gonna be no aid coming to them. That and the fact to add on that the dollar bill is gonna collapse. Now there's fucking excuse my talent. There's fucking there's UN troops out here, putting people down because that's real. Remember, there's about to be boots on the ground out here very soon. These elites making that chip mandatory. People are like, what the hell is going on? So it's people. That's why it's gonna be full on, anarchy, chaos, if you will. That's the word they like to say on the left hand side. But why is that? Because they follow Satan. Satan is their daddies. You gotta remember that. So it's about chaos. Anarchy. That's how it's gonna be when this time collapse, when society shuts down. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 14. Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee. So the Lord's gonna step in, just like He fed us in the wilderness for 40 years with the manna and the quail and all that. See, all right. And then remember, we're out there for literally 40 years in the wilderness. Can you imagine? So the Lord kept us cool. Imagine there was no laundry mats, no targets. Hey, let's go buy some new socks and this and that, or let's go do but our people were all clean. The Lord took care of us by spiritual power. Remember, the Lord's going to use divine intervention, because you're thinking right now, if you're thinking carnally, you're not going to make it, because you're thinking, okay, well, how am I going to survive? I got my generator. All right, I got this, I got that, I got my toothbrush, I got my lighter, I got my flashlight. You're not going to make it like that. You'll survive a little bit, but remember, you got to have the Lord on your side. If not, you're not going to make it. Because these elites are going to make it very hard on you, because they're going to have drones out here, robots, guillotines. So those of you that just try to survive on your own, based on your own knowledge, you may last a little bit longer than your neighbor, but you're not going to make it that far. And you're not going to make it at all, because remember, the angels are even coming, and the elites have they have power over the whole world. So they're going to have hunters out there hunting people down. It's not just, okay, do what you, follow us or else. And then, they're just going to let the people just survive in the wilderness. No, they're going to be they're gonna have hunters and drones hunting people down, because there's gonna be a lot of resilience, people that are rebelling against the New World Order. Because some people are gonna fight back, you know, and then there's gonna be some people who are just gonna be out hiding, you know. So, and they know that. So shoot, they got, you know, remember, they got all, the elites have all, you know, they have all these things covered, you know. So you gotta remember, so they know. You don't think they don't know that people are gonna like hide and go running like fuck this, you know? They know that, and so they're gonna have hunters going out there, you know. Like that movie. Hey, remember that movie? Equilibrium. That's a good movie to watch. All right. Equilibrium. All right. Let me get it real fast for those of you watching. Let's see here if I can get it. Lord, when there's spirit, I can get it. Just so you guys can see. Let's see here. A movie. Right here. Equal. Bam. Right there. Right here. Boom. Equilibrium. What's that dude here? Slocky, give me a second here. Dang. What's the, right here. What's that dude's name? The cast. Okay, Christian Bale, okay? Christian Bale. Alright, let me go back real fast. So, it's with Christian Bale. But this movie right here, okay? Equilibrium, it's good because that's how, like, the New World Order is. It's a good example. It's not going to be exactly, but that's how it's going to be because, you know, those who don't believe in the New World Order, okay, because there was people like hiding underground, like, you know, the resistance, kind of like in Terminator, remember? They had the Skynet, you know, like the robots were like taking people out, but you had like the rebels, remember John Connor fighting back? So that's real because that's how it's really going to be. Okay, you're going to have the people who are, you're going to have the people that are, you know, coming up against the New World Order. All right, so this is something you got to really understand. All right, and in this movie right here, Equilibrium, they have these hunters, like this dude, these both dudes are hunters. All right, this is something you got to understand. All right, they're hunters. See that, how he has two guns? So what is he doing basically? Okay, so in this movie, not to, you know, spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it, but just real fast, like basically it's like whoever's not down with their New World Order, they have hunters like going to go get them because there's people that are like, no, we like the old world better, you know, and that they didn't. So in this world, what's the same to this is that people are not going to take that chip, you know, and so people that are rebelling against the New World Order and the elites, they have teams out here. Remember, they have hunters like this out there. Remember, they got a lot of advanced technology, and so they're going to be hunting people because they know that. They know people are not going to bow down. They know that. Okay? They already know that. That's already all accounted for. It's not like, you know, you just think, oh, okay, I'm not going to follow them. Fuck them. You know, I'm going to do my own thing. You're going to be hunted down, all right, by the New World Order because they have hunters and assassins out here who don't, just like this, who, you don't want to go along with their program, they're going to gun you down. You know, if you hide, you have to hide like damn good. You know, remember that because they have top technology. They can see like through walls. They can do a lot of stuff. You know, the Lord gave them that power, but on the left hand. That's why these dudes think that they're gods and stuff, you know. But the Lord only gave them a little bit of technology, and now these dudes are like, hey, you know, like, nah, hell with these clowns. You know, straight up. You know, straight up and down. Right? This is something that you have to understand. So, yeah, with that being said, so this is what the Lord is saying right here. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So the Lord's saying, yeah, fear not. Okay, so this is something you got to understand because it's going to get that real out here where, you know, you're going to need, you know, we're going to need the Lord to, you know, to survive. You know, to survive, because it's gonna be that bad out here, you know, because these devils, they really think like that, you know. They don't, you know, they're not like, oh yeah, you know, they don't care what anyone has to say. Remember that it's either you're gonna bow down to the New World Order or else. That's it, you know. That's why the prophets are the #1 enemy to these elites in New World Order, because we're the ones out there literally, you know, right there in front of everybody, you know, with our 10 toes down, saying, "How within your order? How are these elites?" Imagine in their own kingdom. Imagine we're slaves in their own kingdom, talking trash and talking about them. That just goes to show you how weak these Edomites are, because even their slaves are making fun of them. Imagine, even their own slaves are laughing at them. I told you this dude's weak, you know. So that's why the prophets are like a big problem, you know, to the New World Order, because the majority of people out here, they'll sell out, you know, because they're not. Remember, they're not used to going without. Because if people say, okay, well, I'm gonna take your job from you, you know, or I'm gonna put you on the news, I'm gonna make you look bad, you know. They're like, okay, fine, fuck it. What do you want? Oh, remember that time Billy Madison? Remember when he wanted to take down Billy Madison, that dude Eric? Remember his father was gonna give Billy Madison. If you guys ever seen that movie, his father was rich. He had like a hotel business or something like that, like a hotel chain, remember? And then he goes, I'm gonna give it to my son Billy. And then that dude Eric is like, no, like you can't give it to him, you know, like give it to me. And then Eric was jealous of Billy, so remember he got that one dude, the principal, to you know, lie about Billy, you know. So what did he do? He threatened him, like, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna tell people that, you know, remember when he wrestled, I think he killed the guy by accident. Remember that? He goes, hey man, I'm gonna tell the people. He goes, all right, fine, because he didn't want to lose his job, he didn't want to lose his status. That's how these elites and agents operate out here, because they're like, okay, well, we're gonna take your children from you. You know, they'll threaten them like that. That's why a lot of people bow down, like Nick Cannon, because they took his TV show from him. He said, okay, you want to say you're an Israelite? We're gonna take your show, Wildin' Out. I said, okay, all right, fine. You know, I'm black. You know, sorry. You know, and who knows what type of despicable stuff he had to do to those small hats to get that job back. That fight with us, you know, they tell us, well, if you don't comply, it's or else. Fucking, it's or else, baby. We'll tell you in advance. We don't give a damn what you take from us. You know, you put us on the news, make us look bad, go for it. You know, hurry up too, because we don't give a damn. The hell with the New World Order. Straight up, you know. See, so that's why that's rare, because the majority of people are like, okay, nah, all right, my bad, you know, like they'll submit. But the prophet's like, nah, hell with your asses, you know. Remember that. And then another thing too is that we're on the right hand side, so we definitely ain't gonna submit, because we're you know, we're their enemy and they're our enemy. You know, we're on totally opposite sides. You know, so that's not even an option. You know. Yeah, we'll be inside guillotines before that, you know, because we don't want to get judged by our Lord. Forget these elites. They got power, yeah, but in this world, remember, the Lord, come on, he's a creator, you know. And but basically, you know, we serve the Lord. Like the Lord said, we know what we worship, so we don't care about what the masses say. You know, if you got a group of individuals out there that are cool with the Lord, they believe in the Lord, then yeah, that's cool. But the majority are not. Okay, the majority of people are for E. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Excuse my Italian. Okay, the majority of people are for E. All right, although people, you know, smile at you, act like, okay, they're cool with the man of the Lord. Nah, those are all agents. Okay, they're all just building a case on you guys, on us too. You know, facts, and on the women. Okay, even people that, you know, like you're like listeners, you're believers. These elites, they're marking you too. Remember that, because you got like Operation Zypher and all of them out here. There's a lot of teams out here that, you know, they're marking people because they're gonna hunt you down if you're not covered by the Lord. So even like, let's say like, you know, you're not out there teaching, but you're following the men of the Lord, like on the internet, they know that, so they're watching you like, oh yeah, this person's the enemy, you know. They're just marking everybody. They're putting people on list, you know. But that's just why the Lord's saying, repent and take it seriously, because the angels are gonna protect the masses, but those of you that are being phony, the Lord's gonna let the left-hand side just have a field day on you. So this is why you have to really consider that, because they are gonna roll. All right, we're in a real. It's not just a fairy tale and oh yeah, that's gonna happen in 100 years from now. So don't worry about it. Nah, this thing's about to go down. So get right, make adjustments with the Lord. You know what to do. You know, make the adjustments. No more excuses. On your feet, soldier. Shalom.